Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of Googs Track. Now in part 1, I forgot to tell you what we're actually taking, so I'll quickly go through that at the start of this video. Then we'll go from where Joe's bike's broken down. Now originally we were going to wait for a car to come past, maybe get her on the back of it, throw the bike in the bush and get her to go either to Sejuna or back towards Ticola or Kingoonya. But we only saw one car in 2 days. We only had 1 litre of water left, and we thought, let's just make a dash for it. And we left there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon trying to make it to Mount Fink to camp for the night. Okay, so that's where we'll start. All right, so Joe's bike's breaking down here. Mount Fink is we're going to try and get through to the night, and we're going to try and get to Kingoonya, where we get fuel and there's a pub and some food. All right, guys, let's get into it. Well, it's begun. The bikes are out. Joe's just prepping up what we're taking over the next
3 days?
Three nights.
Yeah.
3 nights. 1, 2, 3 or 4 nights.
Yep.
Okay, so what have we got there, Darren?
Got minimal clothes each. Light clothes but warm clothes like thermals, and then shorts and t-shirts. Shower bag, washcloth, a little sink. I'm not sure if we'll need that. We're going to share a towel to go even lighter. A couple of battery packs to charge things of a night time. The quick boil. So we're going to live out of the quick boil. We're just going to have dehydrated. Where did that dehydrated food go? It's on the inside.
Anyway, we've got 1 bag of dehydrated food.
Yep. We think we've got 2 nights at pubs, so we can have dinners at pubs, and 1 night in the desert with the dehydrated food. We got 3 litre camelbacks, our sleeping bags. We've shoved the tent into my bike at this stage, and our double mattress.
We'll load it all up and we'll see how it looks, and if we have to change a few things around, we'll let you know.
Okie dokie. That in there is our food. So breakfast for 3 days, so that's 6 bars. The dehydrated food, tins of tuna for lunch with Vita-Wheats, nut bars, and for snacks we've got some dried apricots.
That's excellent. All right, let's see how we go when we pack it all up. So on Joe's running the 20 Moscow 20s. So she's got 2 5 litre ones on the side and the back. That's just got jackets in it. She's got all the gear in this side. We've got the tent and everything on this side. On mine, I'm running in these bottom. I've got the Moscow 40s. So 15 either side on the top, plus it's got these little bags on the side. So my tool kit on one side and all my tools, Joe's tools on that side. In here on this 15 litre we've got Joe's clothes, my clothes. On this side here I have, this is just all full of tools besides a toiletry bag and a little sink. That has got tubes, recovery gear, pumps, hand pumps, basically everything we need. Hopefully we won't need it, but it's there. It's our recovery gear. In the front I'm using a Wolfman Enduro front that I've used for years. Got a little light there, so in the front I'm carrying their fly nets for both of us, 2 torches, an extra lead for our charging gear for my using HEMA maps, our lens cleaners, a hat, there's a set of glasses in there, and then there's a heap, there's a knife, some matches, some cable ties and bits and pieces there. Got a in this little pocket up here I always carry some earplugs, spare USB charging points, and plus I've got a little pencil that checks my tyre pressures. All right, so that's it. It's not a lot of weight. Sorry, I forgot this bag at the back. It's an ADV Works bag. So it's a 30 litre duffel. We took that around Australia a few years ago. So inside that's got double sleeping bags. So they zip together for me and Joe. And in the middle I've got a quick boil and our food for 3 days. Okay, now I say 3 days, but we've got 2 nights at pubs, so there's 2 main meals that we're not going to have, but there's lunches and breakfasts for three days, 3 lunches, 3 mornings, and 1 night in the desert. Okay, so the Googs Track, the Gawler Ranges, and Lake Gardner, here we come. So we're knackered. We've done all our stashing, bike's in the scrub,
Cross our fingers that the little girl's there when we get back.
We're about halfway along Googs Crack, so we're probably 40 k's from Mount Fink, heading north. Anyway, we're going to double on the big girl, and
don't know what's more scary, being on the back or doing it myself. Actually.
Anyway, part of the adventure. I just have a look at Mount Fink. So Joe's on the back. Hello. And we're going to try and double. So I don't know what time it is, but let's get going. Oh no. I don't want him anywhere. Right. Is he gone? There he is, yes. Righto. Fucking hell. Fucking snakes. I don't want to speak too soon, but the vegetation's changed. Still got a fair way to go, but sand dunes change colour. And I got to admit, I've never doubled in the desert before. Joe's hanging on for grim death, but she's going good. She's a good pilling passenger. Quick break, have a look at that, guys. Mount Fink. Sun setting on it. That's our campsite for the night. Not too far to go yet. Well, not too far to go. We're exhausted. Well, we're just about there, darling. Campsite's in sight.
Yep, it's been in sight, baby.
Hey? Hang on.
Hey.
Oh, she's a trooper. Hey.
Amazing. He's my backyard hero.
Alright, let's get there, eh? I wonder if it's an easy 7 k's. Alright. Well, we're not out of the Googs track yet, but we're got a night at Mount Fink tonight. We've had a big day. We're both busted. Only one bike now. Anyway, that's us for the night. Right here. Joe's walking up. She's buggered. Oh, that was the hardest riding I think I've ever done. 40 k's dubbing through a desert. Old Dewey done good. Alright, wait for JJ to come up. I think we'll be in bed early tonight. What do you reckon, darling? Busted?
Maybe I am busted.
You've done really well. I'm busted.
I think you are absolutely amazing.
Oh, not amazing, but holy shit, that was a challenge. First time I've ever had to double that far in the desert.
That's a long time.
Anyway, we're not out yet, but we're getting closer.
Way closer.
Way closer. Be early bed tonight.
Yeah, I'm out. Goodbye.
We got 40 k's to go to get out of the desert. We've got 500 ml of water.
Oh, maybe 600. We packed extra, but obviously it was not enough.
So we got 250 tonight between us. This is dinner.
Tuna.
Bit of tuna.
Vita Wheats.
We just had a handful of
lollies, of course.
sours. I like lollies. That's all we had. And we had one muesli bar. So brekkie will be that.
No, we got some brekkie bars.
Oh yeah, no, we got
Brekkie
brekkie bars. Oh yeah, we're spoiled.
And some more water.
And some water. So hopefully we'll be out here tomorrow. Obviously there's a long recovery. We're to go all the way back to Minipa, which is like, I don't know, 400 k's, maybe 600 k round trip. Then I get Ute, go back and try and get Joe's bike out of the desert.
Hopefully she's still sitting there waiting for us.
She's 70 k's in, so she's right. We couldn't have broke down any closer to the middle. So anyway, that's something that happens when you only can't plan it. We improvise, we've doubled. And Dewey, the 701, he's still holding up. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right, good night, and we'll talk again tomorrow.
See you later.
That is amazing. It is beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that amazing up there? Oh. Another epic morning. Even though we had a cold night last night, it wasn't freezing, but it was close to it. We had no blankets. We had no blankets last night because we had to leave our bag of food and blankets and all that stuff behind. So we kept the tent, the mattress, and all the gear that we needed.
People have clothes to sleep in.
Yeah. So this is what you can't probably see Joe in the dark there.
No.
But anyway, we're enjoying this epic sunrise. Look at that. Little Maverick's woken up. Hopefully we'll get some sunrises with little Mav.
He's flashing.
He's flashing at me. Righto, let's get him up in the air.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Righto, darling. Pack up and get going?
Yes, baby. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we've left this morning and hopefully we're heading the right direction. It's running along, what is it, the sand flats down here. Like a salt flats. Too far from Googs track. Quite easy to get lost in this section, so keep heading east. You've only got about 2 kilometres and you get back on Googs track. See if we don't get too lost in here. Tough work this morning, eh, darling? So we've covered 182 k since we left Kingoonya. And this morning from Mount Fink, this is the deepest, softest sand that we've come across. The rest of it's been not too bad. This is just really, really soft, powdery, as you can see, and really soft. So anyway, we're going to try and keep it going and get back. We're out of the dunes, we think. We've been the last 10 k's of just standard dirt, sandy track. So we're able to put it up in 3rd gear. Joe's ass is killing her. Guts are sore in her thighs.
Got little muscles here. They're not happy. Left.
Yeah, well, we've got a smidge of water left. I made a big mistake the other day. Probably left at 2 o'clock the afternoon, so I thought we were going to make it a 1-night stay, and it's actually turned out to be 2. If I had my way again, I would have done left early one morning, went and had a look at the lakes and camped halfway through the track, and then went again. That way we've done a few more k's. Anyway, we all make mistakes. All right, let's get back and get a drink. I'm busting for a Coke.
Thanks.
Nice hair. That's a couple of days of riding and sleeping in our clothes last night, eh?
Pillion passenger.
And a pillion passenger for the last 60 k's. So we finally made it to the end of Googs track. This is the Indian Pacific Railway line that runs from Sydney to Perth. And now we're heading to Kingoonya. So we are there, Malbuna outstation, and that's what we're heading for, Kingoonya. Fuel, some food, some rest. Joe spotted a couple of, oh, how many was there? 5 or 6 big wedge-tail eagles. They're all on the railway line here. Oh, they're eating something up there, that's what it is. They're hit by the train. We've seen so many this morning out here. Another one on the tree just out there. Look at them. Incredible. So we made it to Kingoonya. Yeah, we've got some bit more horsepower over there just walking the streets. You've got to love it in South Australia. Anyway, we got told that there was 311 kilometres to fuel from Kingoonya to here, and it's actually, we've done 344 and my fuel light came on 60 kilometres back. So I was shitting bricks. Anyway, we'll go and find out exactly how much it takes.
How much does your bike normally take?
So my bike will take 19.6 litres. Okay. All right, they're completely empty. So we'll just check her out, eh? I must have been a bit tired that afternoon because I couldn't add up. My rear tank holds 13 litres and the front tank holds 5.9, which makes 18.9 litres from dead empty. Up. So we got 18.86 all up. This carries 13 in the back and 5 in the front, or nearly 6 in the front. It's 5.9. Like, have a look at that. 13 plus 5.9 make 18.9. I just put 18.86. So there was 400.4. There was 40 mils of fuel left. We're pretty stoked to have
very stoked.
We're pretty stoked to have got here. Look at my hair. This is what happens when you don't wash it for 3 or 4 days, and we've stopped at a pub and we're using soap. Anyway, love the hairdo. All right.
See ya.
Now we're going to the pub.
Just in case you're travelling to Kingoonya, we're at the pub. But yep, they do have a little caravan park as well. Oh, sun's a bit bright there. Go that way.
Hotel. We've got a night's accommodation in there. Awesome, $90.
Oh,
so luxury.
bed.
I'm so luxury after being in a tent and sleeping in our riding gear. So this is the pub here. We've already had lunch there.
Oh,
we're going to have dinner there tonight. Bloody awesome. We've got fuel around the corner, which you just seen. Can't believe my bike made it today. 40 mils of fuel left. That's incredible. Yeah, we're happy to make it here tonight, aren't we, darling?
Oh, elated to make it here tonight.
Yeah, so looking forward to going and have a few beers in the pub.
Let's go, babe.
That was the end of part 2. Part 3 will be out next week. So now that we're back at Kingoonya, the safety of food and fuel, I'm going to ride all the way down through the Gawler Ranges, back to the highway. Joe's lucky enough to find a lovely lady that gives her a lift all the way back to the highway. I'll pick Joe back up there, head back to Minapah, pick up the caravan and car, head to Kingoonya, regroup, take everything out of the ute, and then a recovery mission will start. So part 3 will be out early next week. Okay, bye for now.